Yes, yes, yes. The last part. Now, I don't agree with his explanation of it, okay? But it's the last part that matters, all right? It's no surprise that Stewart prefers Biden if he's got to drink weak tea at all. The question is, why does he have to drink weak tea? Why do you have to drink weak tea? Why do you owe loyalty to the left or to the right? Why are you about a party more than you are about your nation and your own interests? It is not supposed to work this way. Not in the Constitution, not in federal law, not in political philosophy of our greatest leaders who all warned against exactly this. Since when is the way it's supposed to work that we, the people, suck it up so the parties can profit? What? See, that's what he's saying about the crazy part. You're not supposed to have to suppress your concerns. It's supposed to be all about your concerns. You're not supposed to serve their interests. They're supposed to serve your interests. And it doesn't mean just channeling your anger. That is cheap and easy. It is about changing your anger, changing how you feel by acting on your concerns. They are supposed to act, to make things happen, not say, I promise not to act because the other side is so scary, I'll stop them. That's BS. They are asking for our power. They have no right to it, nor do they have a right to make it all about them, but we've allowed it. So maybe Stewart's legion of fans will start to question why they're allowing themselves to be played. Now, it's not a great indication here. I was shocked this didn't get more buzz. You know, the man is back, right? Beloved. He's got huge fans. I hear he doesn't like me, but that doesn't change my compliment of what he's able to do. By the way, not liking me is a low bar, right? He's on a long line. But there's one tweak in there, okay? That it's not just that we have to suppress our criticisms. No, it's that we're allowing ourselves to be co-opted by something that's not really about us anymore. It's just about those in the established power sectors. When we say it's got to change, what do they say? No, not this time. Now, maybe next time. But this election's too important. This is a once in a generation. This one's just too big. It's existential. It's too dangerous. Every time. And every time you say that one is not as bad as the other as a rationale, that is a decision you make nowhere else in your life. Nowhere else do you say, I'm going to pick the less sucky one. Never. Why do we do it here? The game. And the players making us give away our franchise and our power to a system that only works for them. That is how we wound up here. With more people in America saying they are neither Democrat nor Republican than those who say they are either. And yet the system caters to the few. In part, minority voices that are magnified by social media, and then the media, including me, magnify the fringe as if they were a proxy for you. Twitter is not reality. Social media is filled with antagonism and poison. And yes, there's truth, and yes, there's reality, and yes, there's something worthwhile, but it is often drowned out. Not by the many, but by the few. So when will the system reflect what you want? You do not need Jon Stewart, as smart, as witty, as talented as he is, to answer that question for you. And as amusing as his satire can be, nothing that the game is doing to us is funny. Nor is this state of our constitutional democracy a joke or a laughing matter. Maybe people will start seeing the real betrayal now that he's saying the quiet part out loud. Maybe you don't see the parties as the same, but they are in the same game. And that is what has to change. All right? What do you think? You can call and talk to me about it. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.